All right, we're good. Okay, I want to ask. I thought of this question sitting down over there. I was thinking, do you want your daughter to be like you?
No.
You have a daughter?
No.
Oh.
Your hypothetical
She has a
daughter.
daughter.
Your
Okay.
hypothetical daughter. So when you become mothers, when you become wives, inshallah, if you do, would you want your daughter to be the way you are? And you said no. Why is that?
I don't want her to go through the things that I have to. I don't want her to go through the things that I have to go through to become the woman that I am today. My goal is for me to learn everything so that she would never have to experience the things that I went through.
But
What about you without the trauma? Do you think that you're defined by your trauma? A lot of people don't think that.
I think that I am defined by my trauma. I can't run from that. I can't hide out. Like I can't. It's the genuine truth.
Okay, so you will on your. How would you raise your daughter if you don't want to be? If you're not even a role model for your daughter, how would you give her an example of how to be?
I don't think I would raise her anywhere close to Chicago. I think I would like take my children and like completely far from Chicago. Genuinely.
Where would you go?
I'm not gonna lie to you right now. I'm lit. Florida.
no way.
Florida. I wouldn't say Miami.
Absolutely
no.
not.
I wouldn't say Miami. No, but Florida.
Okay. What example would you give? How are you going to be a role model for her if you're not a role model for her?
Genuinely, I would definitely say like extrovert is like top tier, right? Definitely make a lot of connections. Definitely like get myself farther. But I would definitely tell her to stay to herself, bro. I would definitely stay to herself, bro. I don't want to get hurt as much as I did, bro. Genuinely.
Yeah, bruh.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Would you want her to say bruh?
Huh?
Would you want her to talk like you?
Yeah, she can talk like me.
Okay,
I
bro.
fuck with talking like me.
That's cool, bro.
Yeah.
What about you? Do you have kids?
Yeah.
Grandchildren?
Not yet.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Not yet.
Not yet?
Hopefully not for a while.
How old is your daughter?
She's gonna be 15 in May.
Okay. Do you want your granddaughter to be like you?
No, I don't want her. She's nothing like me. Me and her, like we're night and day. Thank God. Like she's super school driven. She has like she's been gifted ever since she's opened her eyes almost. She's nothing like me. Like she's not a partier. She's an introvert. I'm an extrovert. I'm very friendly. She's very like leave me alone. Don't look at me. And I'm like, come on, go, go, go. She's like, no. And I'm like, let's do this. And she's like, no, mom. And I'm like, wow. Like, are you my daughter? Like, if I was her dad, I would have been like, excuse me, DNA test, please.
Why do you live in a way that's different from how you want your kids to be?
Because I was a wild child. Like my parents were trying to be strict, so the more they would tell me not to do something, the more I would want to do it. And then when I would ask, why not? Oh, because I say so. Okay, you know what? Now I'm gonna find out for myself. Why not?
So your parents told you to stay in the rules. You wanted to break the rules.
Yeah.
Your kids, they want to abide by the rules because you broke the rules.
Yeah, like my daughter's punishment is you're not gonna go to school tomorrow.
What?
If they would have told me you're not gonna go to school, I'd be like, okay.
So who do you think they look to as role models if you're not the role model?
Good question. I don't even know.
You should know that.
I don't even. Her dad is.
No, Mom.
I don't even know. No, I don't know.
Sexy
No,
red.
I get that. Sometimes
I
you
don't
grow
know.
up in an environment and you see the things and you learn you don't want to be that way. So you're teaching her a lesson regardless. So
Like,
but I would want to
you're
be
doing
an
it-
example for my
You're being
daughter.
nice right now.
Yeah.
Like sometimes you don't choose your parents, right? But you can choose how you react to it. So her daughter is doing the right thing. She sees it and she says, I don't want to live
I've
that way.
never done anything
She's good.
around my daughter for her to say, oh, my mom has this, my mom's been there, done that. Like, I don't bring guys in front of her. I want to be that role model so that if it does happen, I have the face to say, hey, I didn't do it. You shouldn't either. Because what type of mom would I be if I'm hoeing around and then she hoes around? I can't tell her, stop being a hoe.
Do you
So
think
then
that
you
do you think your children think you're a hoe?
No, definitely not.
Okay.
100% no.
So they know. Are they consciously thinking I want to be different than my mother?
I don't think she actively thinks it. I just think she is. Honestly, I've
Naturally.
always, yeah,
DNA.
naturally,
What
yeah.
were you saying?
That I think that a mother, like depending on the circumstances, should work hard to be the role model for her, especially daughter.
Yeah.
Right? Because boys, I have that sensation, and I don't speak of experience because obviously I don't have children. It's kind of different hard to control them. But as a girl growing, you like from the simplest things. You look how your mother puts the makeup on, how she dresses at
Right.
different ages, you know, how she matures in the woman that she is, and then you take her as an example. So it doesn't matter of whatever you are going through, that's personal. It's not your children's fault,
Right.
what you have been through. What's your job once you become a mother, to me, my personal opinion, is I should root to be the example.
Right.
Hey, you know what? I understand that nobody's going to judge you from the way you dress that nobody has the right
They
to, but
shouldn't,
they
right.
are gonna judge you from the
Right.
way you're dressed.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to attract certain type of people, or you do not
Exactly.
want to, then I'm gonna be the example for you.
Let me
for
ask you a
that.
question.
Yeah.
Would you want your daughter to wear a hijabi?
No, I would want my daughter.
Haram!
I would want my daughter to first and foremost believe in God, right? Have big faith and have big trust in that. That for her to be her guidance.
Okay.
Now, if she wanna wear her hijabi and she's comfortable with it, I would absolutely not be opposed to it. That's definitely. On my personal journey, I am nothing close to it because I wouldn't want to be a hypocrite, right? If I have to wear a hijabi or if I have to cover up, I want to be respectful to it 360 degrees. But if I'm not, and if she doesn't want to, I would never force it on her. It wasn't forced on me.
Moroccans.
Yeah, but for example, my father, even though we didn't have that big a relationship, he's like this mosque guy, right?
Yeah.
Goes and prays every day, 5 times a day, and
Subhanallah.
he's all about Quran. But then he didn't take care of his children. So to me, I'm like, okay. So
Did your
Okay.
mom? Did your mom make it hard for him though? Or
for him,
like, did she like take you guys away from him? Or
absolutely not. He just dropped us in Morocco and said goodbye, people.
Damn.
So it's like, and so she did the whole other work that he didn't do respectfully, because I hear a lot of stories, it's easier. There are way easier ways, sorry for the repetition,
It's okay.
to make money for a woman. And my mom did the opposite. She's like, I would never hurt my dignity just so I can provide for you guys. I'll keep her 100%. You don't really need a man. You would want a man because that's what's right. Even though I was raised by a divorced parents, right? She always pointed out, you know what, do it for love, do it out of respect. You should have a man. She didn't say, you know what, fuck man.
Which I
Yeah.
don't understand. Do you want your daughter to be married or no?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. 100%.
And what about you? Do you want your daughter to be like you?
I hope she's even better.
Are you an example for your daughter?
Absolutely.
So how could she be?
You have a daughter?
I don't have a daughter.
Oh, you don't.
But how could she hypothetically be better than you?
How could she be better than me?
Yeah.
Maybe less fear early on. Learning to have self-worth a lot earlier on than I did, for sure.
What do you think was holding you back, and how are you going to fix that for your daughter?
For me, it was just 10 years of trauma and like consistent abuse. But for her, without being raised in that kind of environment, when you say, how would I change that? I would never enter a relationship with someone that would have that sort of capacity within them.
So you don't want her to go over the same obstacles that you went over.
There's no chance of it being possible.
And what about you, New Mexico? Do you want your daughter to be like you?
Even better.
Where are the shortcomings? How would you fix the shortcomings?
Well, like I said, you don't choose who your parents are. You don't choose how you were raised. So I'm going to make sure I raise her from day one the way I want to, the way that I wish I was raised, because that's 18 years that I can control for her. So I'm going to do my part, give her two parents that are married, loving households. And I was first in my family to go to college.
Were
Nobody-
you raised by your mom?
I was raised by my mother,
Your
yes.
father was never there?
No.
Okay, because you said they were never together, so.
Yeah, never together. So I'm going to give her a father. That's step one. She's going to have a father in her life.
What if he leaves?
Yeah.
That's my responsibility to choose somebody that is family oriented and wants to be a father.
Okay.
So that's in my
Do
control.
you have a relationship with your dad at all, or no?
No,
No? You guys never met?
I've met him many times.
Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah, I've met him. Now at this point, it's out of respect for my mother that I don't have a close relationship with him, because
Oh, okay.
she would feel very disrespected if I tried at this point.
Really?
No.
Yeah.
But that wouldn't be right to you.
Yeah, I agree. It's maybe a little bad on her part, but that's my mom and she raised me, and I'm gonna have her
Exactly. Yeah,
back.
loyalty-
And that with
loyalty.
My
Yeah.
daughter, I've never spoken badly about her father. I felt that she will realize it in her own time, and then she has her right then to make that decision and talk to
That's
him or
good.
not. So
yeah.
That
don't want-
really can affect the kids. like
yeah,
you
I
speaking
don't want
into
her
them.
to think back and be like, "Oh, my mom was such a bitch. She did this, and it was this, and it was that." Like, let her have her own assumptions against